Welcome to Rural Concerns, the podcast for people who took up hiking just to get away from the kids, who they do love, but if they had the time again, probably wouldn't have had.
Oh, Chris, come on, man.
Sunil, how many intros did you write, Sunil?
I was unaware that we needed intros. Normally just a cold start for me works very well.
Oh. Does it?
Intros are for dorks. They know what they're listening to. They don't need us to tell them again.
Do you want to mention the burglary in this?
I'm happy to mention it, yeah. And of course, the one thing we forgot is that we need to talk about how busy we are.
Yeah, we need to talk about how busy you are. But we're very
Britain's
different
busiest
things.
boy. Our level's okay. I've just moved my mic away a little bit because it was quite loud.
Chris, you talk a bit.
Hello.
In this way that you will be talking during the episode.
Yeah. Hello, Sunil. Hello, James.
Get excited and giggle.
Giggles. Giggle.
That's his giggle.
Like a little...
Tee-hee.
like a little hentai girl. Please delete all reference to hentai. We're not recording, are we?
Yeah, we're recording.
We're not your internet search engine, Chris.
Right, okay. Googling hentai and...
What is it?
I
And
don't
how
know.
to delete.
I don't know what it is.
You know what hentai is.
I don't
you
know
keep
what
talking
it
about
is. I'm a married... Sunil, I'm a married man. I don't know what hentai
Yeah, they're the
is.
ones who buy hentai.
He's a married man who knows how to use incognito mode.
If that's not enough. You need a
I'm
VPN
looking
and you know
for
it.
a ring, a secret piece of jewelry. Do you remember that when they first
Lord of the
launched
Rings?
incognito mode? And
Oh.
everyone knows what it's for. It's for looking at pornography. But back when they were marketing it, they had to be like, oh, you might be looking for, like privately trying to like buy a wedding ring for your partner or something like that. And you're like,
Yeah.
it's literally the antithesis of what it's used for.
How did you buy your partner's wedding ring?
I found it so stressful. So I just basically got, I got like my grandma's ring, which I think was,
Right.
because then it's an heirloom, so she can't question it, the quality of it. You know
That's
what I mean?
That's a very good idea. Yeah.
But
yeah.
I remember
Okay.
like buying it, like what, a third of your salary or something like that is buy. And I was like, no way.
That's for diamonds, isn't it?
Something like that. And it's like,
Yeah.
I mean, I love her a lot, but no way.
And I mean, you don't really get a salary anymore either.
No, just a bit of money here and there. I will always introduce myself to someone as like, Nicola gets upset with me. Like, what do you do? Bit of this, bit of that. Like I sound like the dodgiest, like, what you got? Come on my boot. I've got a load of mincemeat. Still. But it's, like Nicola makes me tell people what I do and I hate it. And all the mums at swimming know that I do comedy now. And I hate it. And when they found out, they were like saying, oh, if only there was a comedian. And I was like, oh God, please, it's about me, isn't it? But then they were talking to me about it and like, have you done this? Have you done that? Have you done the Comedy Store? And I was like, yeah, I got gonged off almost immediately.
Yeah, I've been in there.
But they didn't even know what getting gonged off was. Do you know what I mean? And you're like, well, you're not an aficionado then, are you? But there was a dad at swimming that was clearly like fuming because he was the funny one. Do you know what I mean? And I'm not funny in this setting. I'm not making jokes. I'm like desperately trying to focus on my son swimming so I don't have to engage with it. But yeah, this dad sat at the side like, he didn't even say anything funny. I said, I don't know.
Did he say that?
No, but I could just say, I could see he was
but that
rippling.
vibe, yeah.
Yeah. But what have you been up to this week in terms of any?
This week I got burgled.
Right.
So I've been dealing with that. What do you think of that?
What happened?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. I was like buffering, trying to think
Chris
of
was
a
laughing.
funny joke. As James comes in with like what should have been the right response, immediate concern. And I was like, this is hilarious. Exactly. But is everybody okay?
It's very creepy.
I take it you were out.
Yeah, that's the creepy thing. It was both me and my flatmate were on the same bill for a comedy night for the first time in like ages. We're very rarely on the same bill and very rarely advertise that heavily when we are. But this was like, anyway.
But do you think?
We were
Do you
out.
think you've been betrayed, or do you think someone's spying on you? Because I remember you said that people in your area, in the community WhatsApp group or whatever it is, know who you two are and know that you're comedians.
Right.
So do you think?
But that's now the weird thing is that no, I don't think it's that. No. But what it was we were out for only 3 hours on a Friday evening, and they slipped both locks, the front door and the door to our flat. They took like a couple of laptops and stuff like that. Basically, they didn't take everything they could have. There was loads of stuff they left. They didn't touch my DVDs.
They didn't touch your DVDs or your wall.
Didn't touch my fucking Blu-rays,
or your
man.
wall-mounted samurai swords. They left them, and all they took was the brand new Apple Macintosh
Didn't touch the
laptops.
tiramisu in the old fridge either. But yeah, everything was. It was very. We didn't notice we'd been robbed until like half an hour after we got home.
Oh God, that's horrible. That's so invasive.
Yeah,
that is rubbish.
and then we made the police. We made the police go and have a look in the cellar because we were scared as well.
Did they do a poo on the floor?
Don't know, but there's more flies around these days in the house. What's all that about?
Don't know is an odd response.
Well, I don't know if there's a poo anyway. I can't smell it.
You should
I don't
be
think
able
they
to
had
tell.
time.
You should be able to tell if there's a poo on the floor. I don't want to tell anyone how to live their life.
Yeah, that instantly takes your mind to like what's on the floor, doesn't it? Like, well, you wouldn't know if they hadn't noticed the poo.
I've replaced toothbrush heads. Apparently, that's what they do. They shove it out their arse, don't they? And then they piss in the milk or something.
Oh, well, I mean, if you're on,
Don't know about that one.
if you're on non-dairy, wouldn't really be able to tell, would you? Yeah, God, I shouldn't talk like that. It's too aggressive, isn't it? But
You've aggressively hit 40.
yeah. I'm wearing, they can see I'm in trouble already. I'm wearing black leather driving gloves. Like this guy's here for normal milk. Can we just circle back onto this laptop? So was it the brand new laptop that?
It was my brand new laptop. They took it.
No.
Yeah, and then the police said they came an hour and a half after we called them, and they said that laptop will now be on sale in a shop on the Walworth Road in South London, in one of the second-hand shops, and it will be completely wiped. They'll put it straight on sale.
So what will be like? Will they put a vinyl sticker on it or something like that?
No, they're not going to find it. They're like, there's loads of shops.
But
there,
did you put a load of sticker?
It.
Did you have like your no effects sticker on or something like that?
No fear.
Yeah, no fear. Or like have you got a big marijuana leaf vinyl sticker and a cat scratch it off? So maybe the evidence is still there.
Got Jamaica flags everywhere. Yeah. No, there's none of that. No, it was too new. I didn't want to put a sticker on it. It's too new. But
Is
think
it the one that was 16.5-inch screen?
It was a big screen. It was a lot of real estate.
I'm surprised they fucking got it out the door, to be honest with you.
I know. That's what I thought. They took mine and my flatmate's laptop, and I think they got panicked. It was really weird. I was like, my flatmate looked in her room and she was like, "Oh, what's happened here? There's only a few things moved." And she was like, "Were you in my room earlier?" And I was like, "No." And then she said, "Oh, my laptop's missing. Check your room." And I looked down the hallway, dark hallway. And at the end of the hallway, the light was on in my room, and there was a wooden box on my bed open, which is an old cigar case I have in my drawer that's not got anything in it.
Not now.
All it had in it before was
weird dildos.
A weed vape, and that was just open. And I was like, oh, fuck. It was really creepy. It's really creepy when you first notice someone's been around your house. I guess if you want to make jokes about it, Chris, you can.
You've had plenty of time to think of one.
No, I'm very concerned. No,
it's fine.
Have you had to buy a new laptop?
It's fine. Yeah, I got a new laptop. But
Don't tell him that.
It's ready. It's open for business. And hey, what's this?
I'm using my phone.
Him and his housemate are doing.
And then it got to like we were waiting for the police, and then I was just hungry, so I had a bit of avocado on toast, and my flatmate got angry with me, saying, "How can you eat at a time like this?" But I hadn't eaten that night.
Yeah, and
I think it's fine to have a bit of food.
Well, do you mind me asking? Was the gig?
Beep. Obviously.
No, it wasn't.
Maybe they'd book you and then clean you out. So
I think you could probably segue from that into what Chris has been up to household-wise. Perhaps Sunil.
All right. Well, I mean, that's enough of my sad news. What have you done?
Well, I've done.
What? How's your house? Has your house been burgled?
No, but you
By
wouldn't.
dogs?
If you look around it, you really wouldn't know that it hadn't. Because it's a
Could you
Genuinely,
tell
that's
if there was a
fine.
poo on the floor? How long would it take you?
It took me longer to like, do you know what I mean? My house I'm in my new house, which we talked about. I've done the move in. We're now sort of settling in to breaking down this massive, like this week, the enormity of the job has really hit home as to like what we have to do. I've had tradesmen round, automatically don't feel very comfortable, but it's like a chicken and egg now of like, there's something wrong with the roof. There's something wrong with the electrics, and it's like, which bit is going to like harm my family the least? Like if I kick the can down the road. So it's been
Yeah, but the cost of it's got to be negligible up there, isn't it?
well, whatever it is. But also my I live up here, so I earn up here as well. So my earnings are
You earn in London and you know it.
yeah, I do.
Come on.
Intermittently, no, it's feast and famine. It's been
Yeah.
a quiet start to the year. Do you know what I mean? So I'm not like
Would you ever get a job in that petrol station 5 miles down the road?
I did think about it. You know, it's like it could.
It looks all right,
It's a
doesn't
nice
it?
petrol. It's the only thing open on the A69, really. So it's like past 10 o'clock. It's the only place you're getting petrol. So
Yeah.
I could do that. I could try new material on the customers. Do you know what I mean?
You could do it over the
I
tannoy,
could ask
couldn't
them
you?
if they wanted a separate receipt for the fuel. Do you know what I mean? I think I'm well positioned to do it. But we've had, so this week we've had people in. It's a good house, like, and I said to my wife, if it was a nice house, we couldn't have moved into it. Do you know what I mean? But now it's like loads of stuff needs doing. The middle floor is
Yeah.
completely cordoned off thanks to black mold, which is just a really
Wow.
elaborate way of saying I got a middle floor. You know what I mean? Oh, someone's doing all right. No, well, I am.
Well, you're living in the roof, though, aren't you?
We're living in the attic, and I've got out of the
Yeah.
window a perfect view of the village pub, so I could just see
Lovely.
what's sort of going on. And we've got stars above us. And I'm not technically dark skies, but it is dark skies area in all but name, so I can see some stars.
Have you got a roof?
Yeah, have you got?
We've got a roof. It needs work on it. Do you know what I mean? And
Can you tell me more about black mold? Because I went to view a flat yesterday, and that had mold in it, and that concerned me. But I don't know how easy is it to get rid of black mold.
I don't know. I think it needs. It's basically we need our next steps are we need to. There's a bit of a leak from the roof, so we need to. And our leak was caused by ivy that it's grown up the wall and into like the roof and stuff, so it's a mess. So we got the ivy down this one, and now we've got to sort the leak out, and then we're basically going to have to replace or reskim the plaster, and I think that should get rid of the black mold if you treat it. It's like it could be a little bit costly.
Can I ask if you'll be doing this work yourself?
No, I will be hiring someone / roping in my
Father-in-law.
slightly older father who has just been to the doctors, and he went in for a pneumonia. He went in for a
God.
pneumonia jab and came out like they were like, we're surprised you're still standing, to be honest with you, with this blood pressure. So I'm going to have him up a ladder.
Get him on that black mold job.
Because I really enjoy, like, when me and my dad have done DIY, I do enjoy it. We sort of, like, we have fun and stuff, but I'm not, it keeps catching me on my phone and stuff, you know, and like messing around, but we have a laugh. And he just ends up doing a lot of it.
You probably don't know what to do next when it comes to DIY. So you get one task and you're like, now what? And you just stand around.
That's exactly what happens. But I'll tell you what it is. My dad takes over because I'm diver, which is fair. But I need to, with this one, I'm going to try and have him more in a supervisory role. But basically, he, I like, you know, if it's like drilling a hole in something, like the thought of ruining something permanent really garbles my head, even though that probably isn't what's happening. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can always fix a little hole or something like that. The idea of like drilling into a wall and like, messing it up, it's like just
because I've lived in rented accommodation so long. Like I've only got a drill last year and I've used it maybe once. It's just like, I don't want to do it. I'm scared of it.
Yeah.
Someone's going to charge me £1 million if I do it.
Yeah, exactly.
But once we got robbed, I drilled a hole in the front wall outside next to the door and put a CCTV up.
Yeah.
I just panicked. I was like, that's the cost of not the cost of what he's going to charge me to drill a hole is going to be less than getting robbed again. So
Yeah, definitely. And then you're safe then to a degree. Or at least you could have video footage of him going in balaclavas, which I'm sure will make it feel better, I think, out of the two.
I get so many notifications of like random people just walking past now. It's like throughout the night, every like hour, there's like someone pottering past and it alerts me.
So, Chris, you've got the stuff to do on your house. How's the internet?
One little milestone this week is that we have had the internet installed. So this is why I'm in a new room. The audio probably sounds a little bit different. So I've got an internet speed test. But in my old place where we started recording, the internet was installed on a SIM card that was hardwired to a satellite dish that picked up the 4G and then brought it into the house, which was installed by my father-in-law's friend.
What, you couldn't get proper internet there?
No, like we did, but it would routinely drop out or there'd be an error. And I can't pick up the phone to my father-in-law's friend in the same way that you can to like PlusNet that you're paying money. So basically it'd be like the friend would come down when he can because he works and he's lovely and he'd fix it. But it was stressful. So I've got my own internet now, so I can ring PlusNet up and just scream. Because that's what my monthly bills. That's what it entitles me to just scream at a customer services bot.
Should we do a quarterly internet speed test?
Yeah,
all of us.
What's the website called? Just speed test.
Just type speed test. Okay. Do you want...
And click run speed test.
Wow.
Okay.
Those are some big numbers I'm seeing.
Do you know
Let's forget about upload.
Our mutual friend Amy Gledhill?
Actually, Chris's camera has gone really bad.
When she was in her old place, she had like proper 5G, and I'm sure she was doing something mad like 500 megabyte.
She had 5G internet there.
She had,
but that's faster than broadband.
Like
isn't
it was
5G?
Insane. She did the internet speed test, and it was unfathomably powerful.
Oh my god, mine's actually dog shit.
Right, go on then. Give us it.
27.2 download, 1.21 upload.
Ouch.
Okay.
That's not good.
Okay, producer James.
You go next, Chris.
Okay, I'm excited. I was trying to delay the pleasure of some vaguely consistent internet. So I'm rocking a 68.9 megabyte download and upload 17.1, which is more than passable for what we're trying to achieve. Go on,
That's
James.
incredible.
Does it give you a little review underneath? Does it say like your internet
a little
connection?
review. Server Dublin, to be sure. I've been to the Guinness Museum, but that's for a special
That doesn't
episode.
mean that you get to do that.
No. My wife's Northern Irish, and I feel that gets me.
But there's no problems there.
Do you know what?
What's your review?
Potatoes, crisps. No, thank you. Right, okay. Your internet connection is very fast. Your internet connection should be able to handle multiple devices streaming HD, that's high definition videos, video conferencing, as in this podcast recording, and gaming at the same time. Which I didn't know. I didn't think about that. I'm going to power up Resident Evil 4 to finish off the session.
Mine's just fast, it says. It should be able to handle multiple devices streaming HD videos. That's it.
Oof.
No gaming for me.
Oh.
Come on, producer James. Don't hold out on us.
It's 68.6 upload.
Upload?
Yeah. 152.8 download.
What?
Yeah.
What's your... Who's your person? Who's your provider?
It's fiber, baby.
Oh, you don't need that. I'm doing fine. That's all you need.
I'm currently gaming.
All right, how much is your internet per month?
25 quid.
Shut up.
No, I won't.
All right, Chris, how much is yours?
35, I think. Maybe.
Mine's fucking 35.
Maybe it's 20.
Who does your internet, James?
Swish Fiber.
It doesn't matter about the provider.
Or Gigabit. The Gigabit might have gone out of business.
But it's...
I don't think we've got fibre here. They said they're not working in my neighbourhood. Can I get fibre?
You need, yeah.
Sorry, give me a few minutes, guys.
Look, this is wonderful conversation for 40-plus-year-old men. However,
and we do
are
not
making a
pretend this is
podcast.
not a podcast for. If you are tuning into this thinking it's for young people who kind of don't have any money and stuff, wrong. This is two middle-aged men.
I can't get ultra fast full fiber, but I can get super fast fiber.
Well, okay,
but the difference.
Don't do it now. Give us something for the future episodes, but we'll come back to this.
Yeah, let's tease this.
Yeah, actually, in my area, highest I can get is 24. That's crazy. I'm getting 27 though. But yeah, that's the problem, isn't it? I guess there's lots of people around here doing important work on their internet and stuff, so we have to share it rather than hog a load for ourselves.
Yeah, so it's yeah. So I've done that. What should I do? Should I do one more thing, James?
Do you want to do tradesmen overalls? That seems to fill the next bit, or do you want to do doctor's appointment?
No, the doctor's appointment isn't. I'm worried that my hearing's going, but I don't think it makes for a fun. I don't think it makes for a fun podcast. Yeah, it's just like me crying in a GP surgery.
Why, you got too much wax in your ears?
I don't know. There's something wrong with my hearing. Like certain noises are like painful a bit, so I'm just trying to get on top of it.
Why don't you tease the high fantasy novella you've been working on?
I'll do that at the end. I'll talk about tradesmen quickly and then finish on high fantasy novella. Then that's me done as well, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
So, I mean, it's been a stressful week. I've been solo parenting. My wife says I can't call it babysitting if he's my own son. So I've been solo parenting while the wife's been away in London, earning the big bucks. So it's just been me and the lad having a great time. You know, like mum's not here, what we're going to do, just solidly smashing a Nintendo Switch from 3 o'clock in the afternoon after school finishes until 8 o'clock at night.
Just to clarify, this is the lad that doesn't respect you at all.
He doesn't respect me at all, but I tell you how he's going to respect me. By me letting him play 5 hours of Nintendo Switch of an evening, every evening while his mum's away. It's all part of a scheme. But because of that, I've been doing that. I've had like a revolving door of, you know, like pricing up tradesmen and stuff. Like this week I've had a plumber in and an electrician in, and I've had some lads in to take the ivy off the front of my house because, and I don't mean this in an arrogant way, my house is very tall because it is over 3 floors. So it means, and then this isn't like a modern new build. Do you know what I mean?
Just don't know how
it's a thin house, tiny little living room. This is a 3-star Edwardian.
It's 2, but you live in the roof.
Oh, don't say I live.
That's different.
I live in the roof space, technically.
You live in the eaves,
like the Hunchback of Notre Dame,
like a villain.
So,
just to remind listeners, it was formerly a dog bordello.
Oh yeah, was it?
Yeah, and they used to breed dogs here, and you can
in every room. Were there dogs fucking in every room?
Well, I'll tell you this: we had to pull up all the floorboards as soon as we went in because you know, like even the wooden effect laminate was all water.
Well, that dog cum gets
was all
under that,
water warped,
right.
And it stunk. So it was. I think it was dog piss.
Dog piss, or they were just hosing the whole fucking thing down.
Yes.
Were the dogs being bred on the ground floor, or the first floor, or the roof?
Not in the roof, I think. I think we're looking at the ground. I think the dogs are being held in the ground floor. I think there was a dog fucking bed in the back garden.
They got a bed, did they? They put a bed down for them?
They put down like a bit of old Hessian sack on which to like...
Well, as far as I know, dogs don't need a bed.
On which to like...
Some candles.
Rest its many warped teats. You know what I mean? And it stinks. It stinks.
Have you gone around with a black light?
No. Should I do that?
Nah.
Does it pick up dog cum? Does it?
Does it?
Or does it just pick up man cum?
Can the black light be specifically calibrated to dog cum?
It's important that you know how much dog cum is in your house.
But I tell you this, like, so the guys that took the ivy off revealed the brickwork, which is not in a terrible state, but we've discovered 2 gargoyles, like a hidden gargoyle that we didn't know. And above the doorway, there's a witch's broom. And I found out this week that all the kids in the village are scared of our house.
Really? What's the reason behind the witch's broom?
I don't know.
James, do you know this from your experience of dealing with the supernatural?
I don't know. Is it a dog thing? Is it a
dog thing? Is it to sweep up the dog cum?
Is it to sort of tell? Is it like a pub sign? I don't know what you mean. There's a witch's broom above the door. That as a sentence, it's very confusing.
The actual broom, or is it carved?
I mean, above the external door facing the street is like two metal clasps, and on the clasps is like suspended or supported a witch's broom. A broom, like an actual.
Right.
Oh, it's not a witch. It's a broom, but an old-fashioned knobbly stick, and then like harsh bristles coming out. So that's
Displayed like Sunil's samurai sword.
Yeah. It's cool. And the guys that were taking the ivy down were like working class Northumbrian lads who were like, do you want us to take that down? And I was like, yeah. I said, yeah. I was trying to like be as blokey as possible, yeah. But I was like, yeah, maybe leave it for a bit because it's really fucking cool.
Right, yeah. But I reckon if you take it down, there's probably a curse on you or something, isn't there?
Exactly.
Yeah,
I think having bought this house and been living in this house for a week, I'm pretty sure there's a curse on me anyway. I'm pretty confident this house is cursed. But I'm having a good time for my wife who's listening to this probably. It's fine. I'm loving it. I'm loving my life with you. I'm loving the adventure that is this new house. So I've done that, and I just don't really know how to speak to tradesmen. When you don't know any skills, and my skills are like, we can craft. Like I could craft a joke or even a little skit meticulously and edit it and it'd be and present it really well. But that's my skill set, and it's broad and largely useless when talking to overall people. And they're really nice. They're really nice. I just feel like it's like a big alarm bell ringing that I'm not really a man, like an adult man.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree.
Well, you wouldn't know how to do any of this stuff either. You're not an
I'd
adult.
speak to tradesmen.
Yeah, you're good. Do you know what? I was gonna go boots in on you then, but what I've always liked about you is you will talk to anyone. You'll talk to a big celebrity. You'll talk to like all the narcissistic stand-ups we know, but you'll also talk to my dad about textile weaving and stuff. Do you know what I mean? Like you are a man and a people. I find it infuriating. What amazing weeks we've both had. Now, how about some other bits?
Robbed. All right, go on.
Oh yeah, you got. I just like trying to wrap it up as smooth like a radio presenter. What a wonderful week we both had. I was robbed.
Tone deaf.
I was robbed.
Tone
It's
deaf.
very invasive. Anyway, Sunil, you're stepping all over me segue.
Sorry.
Oh, we didn't talk about NFTs. We'll talk right. I think we're at the end of that bit of chat, are we, James?
Yeah, let's go into rural concerns. You were doing very nicely there.
Yeah.
There's a load of stuff there, isn't there? That's good. Okay, so Sunil, you introduce it.
Rural Concerns is the segment where Chris wrestles with the existential dread of his own self-imposed rural exile.
Could you try it again? Could you try and, rather than, you sounded like you were reading it fresh off the page there, which you were, could you just try and put it in your own words 1 degree more?
Right. Rural Concerns is the next segment where Chris wrestles with the existential dread of his own self-imposed rural exile.
Yeah, so I've just been having a think, I'm a city boy at heart, but for better or worse now, I am a country mouse. So I've just been wandering around the hills, and these are my ruminations about life in the fells. So in this episode, I just wanted to talk about a bit of news which landed on my desk. Makes it sound like I have offices and a staff, by which I mean I got an alert on my phone.
This isn't a hard publication, is it? This is online.
This is online, but it's like, do you know what I mean? It's reality.
Go on then.
So apparently, according to the internet, an alligator snapping turtle has been found in Cumbria, which is just over the road from me, literally, in a tarn. And it's like, it looks mad.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah.
What's a tarn?
Like there's a place they made it's a tarn that's like a little lake.
Oh, a lake. Okay.
Oh, it might not be a lake. I'm gonna have
like a pond, a body of water.
Tarn is a mountain lake, pond or pool formed in a cirque excavated by a glacier. There we go. That's so pretty much what I said.
Yeah, that's nice.
So basically, they found this like species, a snapping turtle. And it looks mad, like it looks absolutely wild. But apparently it can bite through bone. And they found it in Cumbria.
How'd that get there?
Well, I don't know. They found it in, looking at the article now. It was rescued from Urswick Tarn near Ulverston It's been nicknamed Fluffy, which is sort of ironic because the thing's just made out of spikes. It looks like a sort of living conch shell or something like that.
Oh my God, I've just seen
Yeah.
it. That is the most terrifying. Oh, wow. An alligator snapping turtle.
Right, listen to this. So, an alligator snapping turtle can cut bones and is native to swamps and rivers in southern parts of the US. And it was rescued from Cumbria, near me, by a local dog walker who spotted the exotic creature bathing in the shallow waters of the Tarn. And asked for people, took a picture of it and asked for help identifying it on Facebook. I'm just trying to see how it got there, but it was probably almost definitely the environment wanted. This is the environment. Do you know, like all this stuff's happening and people can't be bothered engaging with it. Do you know what I mean? And like,
I thought you meant this was climate change.
That's what I'm saying. This is like.
No, it was dumped there by a pet owner.
Nah, this is climate change.
Well, how
it's
does
got
it appear
confused
there?
because it's got so
You get
warm.
blown here, Chris.
It's got so warm. It's got confused, and
It's from the southern US.
Yeah.
It's from South and Central America.
So
What, you reckon it's flown over?
I reckon it swam over because the oceans
Swam
are so
over, is
hot,
it?
and it's like this is fine. Got all the way to England, and it's like this is
Waddled
home.
over to Cumbria.
Waddled over to Cumbria, and that's the environment. But people don't want to do it about it, do they? So
Right.
you don't want to talk about it. You're trying to minimise the environment.
Well, I mean, I think it's bad. I think it's bad that the environment means we've got these mad turtles in mountain lakes in Cumbria.
Tidal waves in Birmingham. Do you know what I mean? I don't
There's
know.
no tidal waves in
I don't
Birmingham.
know. I've not checked that out. but
Maybe one day.
Maybe one. Exactly. I had a friend. This is a tangent. I had a friend that made a job out of, you know, like I think China processes loads of landfill and stuff. So
Yeah.
the friend would go over and pay like peasants to go through landfill and found coins, like British pound coins, and then he would pay the peasants like a pittance, and would take back like bags of pound coins back through
Come on.
airport
That's not true. I
mean,
security.
This is not going in,
Come on.
but I'm very glad that you brought a pop shield as you're talking about peasants picking pounds
Why is it not going in?
for a pittance.
This has to go in, James. This is the stupidest thing I've heard.
No, it's true. I can ask.
He knows a lad who paid
A mate of a
peasants
mate pays peasants and
through
pittance to
British
pick pound
landfills
coins.
to find pound coins. Come on, that's absolute
Yeah,
bollocks.
but apparently he'd always get stopped at airport security. They'd be like, "Why have you got this suitcase full of British quids?" And he'd explain the thing, and they couldn't do anything about it because it's
But a suitcase full of British quids would barely cover the flight.
no. But I think he had business out there anyway. Do you know what I mean? Like
he
he's not going.
he had another business out there.
He's not
as
go-
well as collecting pound coins out of bins.
Do you know what? I said we weren't going to do guests on this podcast, but the first guest is going to be the lad who's a
Yeah,
friend of a
absolutely.
friend who makes a load of money in China. He makes a lot of money in China.
International business. Oh, what kind?
Bit of this, bit of that.
Bit of this, bit, don't worry about me. I'll be all right.
Old pound coins. We haven't had any with a king on yet. Do you know?
So dumb.
That's all true. So I don't think we should bother talking about. I don't think we should touch on the environment again because it's just.
Thanks for listening.
We hope that you have found this episode to be as entertaining as it is undeniably educational.
Calm down, Chris. Calm
You're,
down.
you're
Get
talking-
away from
it's-
that mic.
You're peaking.
Sorry, should I do it again? Just start
Yeah,
again.
but away from the mic a bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Chris?
Go. Outros.
So no,
Oh, all again. Okay.
just do it again.
Thanks for listening.
We hope that you have found this episode to be as entertaining as it is undeniably educational.
If you've got a countryside-related question you'd like us to consider, you can now drop us an electronic mail.
The address is christopher@alovelytime.co.uk. Yes, you heard that right, .co.uk. And just a reminder that we only accept praise. So if you have any negative comments, you can send them, but we'll delete the podcast and blind ourselves with tar.
Yeah, you might also consider dropping us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify.
Rural Concerns was produced by Egg Mountain for a lovely time. Our artwork is by the fantastic Poppy Hillstead, and our music was bashed out under duress by Sam O'Leary. He didn't want to do it. He didn't want to do it. He couldn't be asked.
I get it.
But I begged. That's the truth.
That's great. Chris, I fear the only bit of yours that is legible is the .co.uk on the end of the email address, but I think people will just have to work with it.
I wondered why we hadn't had any emails.
They got the domain.
I can say my own name.